Hey, thanks for watching my video. So my name is Alexis Daigle. I'm a sales director with Mary Kay Cosmetics, and I'm going to take you on a little bit of my journey of what happened to me when I joined Mary Kay and why I actually stay in Mary Kay as well. So prior to Mary Kay, I was a respiratory therapist. Loved what I did, and then I didn't. I really just didn't like the environment I was in. I still absolutely love the respiratory therapy part, but I wanted something different. See, I was married when I actually joined, and my husband worked in the oil field, and he worked in Alaska. He was on his third year working in Alaska, which was pretty tough because he was only home for 12 days a month. And I worked as a respiratory therapist, and then we had two girls who at that time were 14 and 7. Today they are 20 and 13. So I really did not know very much about Mary Kay. Actually, my attitude toward Mary Kay was not that great, my perception of it. And my best friend said, do not join. This is a scam. So the reason why I joined is my recruiter was in a challenge and I purchased a starter kit. A starter kit was $100 and still is if you purchase the entire starter kit. $100 plus tax and shipping, and the bag is worth over $600 with over $400 of full size product in there. So I looked at it as a deal, right? All I really ever knew about Mary Kay was that they had a raisinberry lipstick and a powder. So I didn't know how to put on eyeliner. I washed my face with alcohol, believe it or not. And so I knew nothing about nothing coming into this business, and I had no projection or thought that I would actually do anything in the business. So basically, what happened to me is as I come into this company, I heard how we got started. And so Mary Kay actually took $5,000 of her son's life savings. They broke ground in Dallas. Next thing you know, we're in Houston. And today we're in over 40 different countries of the world. That was inspiring to me in itself. I mean, that's huge and massive for one woman to do something like that. And then also, I love our Mary Kay Charitable Foundation, where we fully fund domestic violence shelters all over the world. Actually, we also went global with it as well last summer. But we fully fund domestic violence shelters all over the world. We provide research to help cure women's cancers, and we also do environmental causes. So if you are a customer watching this, every time you purchase a skincare product, a lipstick, anything like that, you are funding that. So that is something that I loved what we did. And then I started overhearing just the success and the results that some of these women were making, and so I became intrigued, and I said, okay, I think I want to try this a little bit more, right? Because I was coachable, teachable, and trainable, and so I actually called my recruiter and I said, look, I think I kind of want to get a little bit more into this. And so before I kind of go into detail, I'm going to pull up a little picture book so you can kind of see a little bit of my journey and what this Mary Kay business has actually done to me, and a few reasons why people stay in the business as well. So I love this quote by Mary Kay. It's one of my favorite. It says, I envision a company in which any woman could be as successful as she wants to be. The beauty about Mary Kay is that you could be as successful as you want to be, whether that's $100, $200 a month, or it's $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month, or earning a free car. It's kind of up to you. You get to decide how you want to work this business. I have a good friend of mine who's a CPA, and she said tax benefits. Tax benefits are huge. And she told me about 3 years ago, she said, I believe that every person should have some kind of small business because it helps out tremendously with taxes. I mean, we get to write off a lot of things that you could always discuss with a CPA if you're in Mary Kay. Now, one of the things that I love the most are the free cars. So who wouldn't love free cars, right? So here are our cars. So we now have a Chevy Malibu, a Chevy Equinox. We have the Colorado. We have the Camaro. We have the Chevy Traverse, which is what I currently drive. We have the Cadillac XT6, the Cadillac XT5, and then of course we have the Escalade. So in my 6-year journey in Mary Kay, I've been honored to actually earn 4 cars. And so my cars that I earned was originally a Chevy Cruze, which you'll see me and my 2 daughters in the back of the trunk there. And then of course, then I earned 2 Equinoxes, and now a Chevy Traverse is what I drive. And of course, on target and on goal to earn that pretty prestigious pink Cadillac. So also I have my daughter here, as you see, with a car. So one of the cool things I was able to do whenever I earned a car in Mary Kay, I was able to let go of a car note and car insurance, basically, and that helped us buy my oldest daughter a car. So I only paid $25 a month in insurance to drive my car, because Mary Kay will pay up to 80% of your insurance. Money, potential, and income. So ways we create, ways we make money, right? So number one, we're like a wholesaler. We're what's called direct sales. So it falls into the same category as network marketing, but a little bit different. So we're like a wholesaler. We buy for $1 and then we sell for $2. And so, for example, if you sell something for 100, you're making 50 bucks. Pretty simple. If you decide to build a team, and that is an if, because you do not have to, you can still make a lot of money in this business without building a team. So actually, one of my consultants last year sold over 40,000. So she had 20,000 in her pocket, and she had a small team, but nothing major. So most of her income came from her sales. So if you decide to build a team, you can earn up to 34 to 32% commission, lots of bonuses. It is pretty much endless. So these are just ways, these are some of my first commission checks here, as you see, and these are the little pink slips are ways where we actually log some of our sales. So I've had facials to where they were honestly $0, and I've had facials to where they were $700. My average actually skincare session where we get 5 women around a kitchen table is $600 to $800, and so bringing home $300 to $400 that night, it was huge for my family whenever I would go out for 2 hours and come home with $400 in my pocket. Not something that I could do at the hospital. I would have had to work probably a 12-hour shift and another 6-hour shift to make up that income. And this right here will just kind of show you some more ways that we actually do make money. And it shows a couple of my consultants as well. One of these she made over $2,000 in a week. So it's just a way where we kind of log our leads so we can have proof of our income, right? So prizes and recognition. One of the things that I think love the most, like I said, cars, right? Well, that's a prize, but I love prizes. So I have been able to earn so many from being in the company for 6 years. So from pots and pans and knife sets to luggages to a fire pit for my husband to I let the kids and my husband choose at times. I watch for my daughter, Kate Spade watch for my daughter, Apple Watches, iPads. My youngest daughter loves to bake, so she just got one of those new fancy mixers. And then these mirrors right here, my oldest daughter took one of those. From luggages, I've earned 5 rings in Mary Kay, diamond rings, where you walk across the stage in Dallas every summer and get to pick it up, and you feel like this princess. Okay. And also one of the coolest ones that I've earned as well was a trip to the Bahamas for me and my husband. It was super cool to be able to take my husband somewhere completely free, flights, food, drinks. It was a 5-day cruise. We've never been on a cruise before, and it was actually super, super fun. Okay, so as we get a little bit more into it, you'll see just some of the different prizes that we can earn and have earned. The sales directors travel every January where we'll actually shut down. Mary Kay will actually shut down like Universal Studios and big streets in California and things like that for us, where they'll have bands, and it's just lots of fun. Just lots of fun. So friendships, as you'll see here, these are some of myself with some of the sales directors. Like I said, we travel every January, and we also do a couple things throughout the year, just having fun, being able to dress up in parties. Usually our parties, they'll give us like free Kendra Scott. Kendra Scott makes her own Mary Kay jewelry. It's just super fun. And so these are just pictures of us in my unit. You can see my unit here earning prizes and just having a great time. You know, a lot of people join Mary Kay for the friendship. And this is a group of ladies who had a little spa me. And again, you'll see pictures of my unit here just being crowned queen for the month and just fun stuff. This is to the right is where we go to seminar, where we get to walk across the big stage. And then, so one of my other favorite things, and one reason why a lot of people join is for flexibility. You know, when I joined this company, I really didn't have any flexibility at all whatsoever. So, so think about this, you know, my kids were 14 and 7. Okay. So I was like a taxi cab for the oldest one. She had practice Monday through Saturday. I worked as a respiratory therapist. My husband worked in Alaska, so he was only home 12 days a month. And actually, at the time I joined, my mom lived in Texas, so I didn't have all these babysitters and things like that. And I was super, super busy. And I remember telling my recruiter, I cannot do this. Like, I do not have any time to do this. And she said, well, if you never do something different, then you'll always be in the same place. And those words kind of stuck to me. And so I actually did decide to do something different. Today, the flexibility that I have, it's almost like every day I wake up like, oh my God, I can't believe I can do what I want to do today. If I want to take off and take my kids somewhere for the day, I can, you know, I don't have to clock in and out, and I still get the same income, actually more of an income that I did as a respiratory therapist. So some flexibility here, you know, you'll kind of just see my daughter, she actually goes to LSU. Many of our vacations have been taken because of savings from Mary Kay. I actually earned a 7-day vacation too to the Ozark Mountains as well. You'll see my daughter here in horse lessons. It's given us a lot of different choices. We love to go to Disney. We've been quite a few times, but given us a lot of different choices. It's actually us in front of Washington, D.C., in Washington, D.C., in front of the White House as well. So just many, many, many choices. Like, you get the best of both worlds because you get to stay at home, you get to work from home, but you get the income as well. And again, this is just some fun pictures of myself with my family or myself with some of the women in our area or on my team as well. Okay, so personal growth and self-confidence. You know, that was not always something, I guess, that I wanted to do, was stand up and talk in front of people, or, you know, some people tell me like, I'm kind of shy, I shouldn't do this. And so my question is always, do you always want to be shy, or would you like to be that person who could walk in a room and say, hey, like, I'm here, who are you, my name's Alexis, who are you, you know? And so it's one thing that I see a lot in my team and in women is the personal growth and the self-confidence that they gain from being in Mary Kay as well. This right here is my husband and I when we went to the Bahamas. One of my all-time, I guess, and something I've been saving for a while with my business, is to take my family on a long vacation to Paris and England as well, and also Greece. So that is in the making and in the works. So we have no territories, which is something really cool. So basically, if you're in the US, you can have customers all over. And I do have customers in different states. If you move to different states, you don't drop your customers. You can actually keep them. We have a great system to where you can actually send products to them from Mary Kay, or you can actually send it from your home. I ship many products from my home that get to my customers in a day or two, honestly. So that's one really cool thing. 57 million to domestic violence. This is going with our Mary Kay Charitable Foundation that I was talking about earlier. Actually, it's been more because these statistics, facts or statistics are a little older, but we've actually done a little bit more. We're also a top 5 global direct selling brand, which is another great thing that we have. And also, we meet the European standards for our skincare, which is awesome because the US has only banned 11 chemicals. 11 chemicals. And when you meet the European standards, they ban 1,328 chemicals. So another fantastic thing that I can say about Mary Kay's products. We're also dermatology tested, and we have scientists as well to do not test on animals, we test on adults, and adults. We test on people to make sure that these products work great for you as well. And you'll see here, this is some of my friend and I just kind of earning some things on our seminar stage. When Aretha Franklin passed away, they actually had tons of Cadillacs, and you'll see that those pictures there, just in honor of her. Something really cool to see and really cool to watch. My unit here, of course, this is a couple of things that we've been able to earn, a couple places I've been able to go with Mary Kay. This is actually New York. Was able to take my family to New York, and I believe these pictures are in Florida, Dallas, and I think that's where they are. Kind of get confused of where everything is. So a lot of people say, you know, I'm super busy. This is how I worked Mary Kay when I joined. This is how I actually earned a Mary Kay car. And so on Sunday, I had 1 hour. I was working from home, pretty much just kind of putting things into our system. And on Wednesday, same thing. I worked about an hour. On every Thursday night and every Saturday morning, I actually would do some spa sessions, which take about 2 hours. And so you looking at about 4 to 6 hours extra. Okay. And when I was doing those 4 to 6 hours extra, I was selling over $5,000 of product with a really great commission check coming in too. Something that could never be done at my past work, you know, when I worked at the hospital. Could have never have made that kind of income with those amount of hours. And then you know, a few things, again, why people join Mary Kay: tax benefits, free cars, prizes and recognition, self-confidence, money, friends, flexibility. I always ask, you know, everyone, you know, what do you value in life? You know, what is it that you would love to have? And are you getting paid what you're worth? Because most of the time we're getting paid to make someone else's dreams come true. You know, do you have the flexibility to do the things that you value in life? And are you constantly getting praised at your job as well? And another thing is, to where do you see yourself in 5, 10, or 15 years? Because I know that I had a moment when I worked at the hospital where I said, I cannot see myself working at this hospital in another 5 years. I just couldn't picture myself there with all the things that I had going on. And so, you know, think about it and ask yourself, you may not think this could be for you, because neither did I, but it really could be something that you could do. Again, here's just some more pictures. One thing we do in December is we do what's called Adopt a Grandparent, something I love to do, where we go into the different nursing homes and hand out, it's less fortunate nursing homes, where we hand out gifts to the less fortunate nursing homes and the residents inside, and they love us being there. Again, just some fun times with my friends here. And so let me tell you a couple things of, if there's any thought process, like even a nudge of what would happen if I joined Mary Kay. So we have something really cool. You can actually join Mary Kay for $30. Okay, so our original starter kit is $100 plus tax and shipping, and you'll see all the content in it, all the products in there that you get. And so that bag is worth about $600 with over $400 of full-size product in there. Then we have something really cool, what's called an e-start. An e-start is where you can join for $30. $30. Okay. I always said $100. We could go spend that. I could spend that personally anywhere, but $30, you know, is very minimal, and you get a free website for an entire year and free credit card transaction fees to where you can take money with credit cards. And that's worth $75 total, but they give it to you for $30 and you become a consultant. And then some people like to take advantage of both, to where they get the full-size starter kit and the e-start to be able to get their website for free as well. So those are the three options that we have. And what most people do is there's three things. Okay. So you can be a brand partner, which is where you become a Mary Kay consultant. You get your products at 50% off and possibly earn extra cash. I have some women who just like to get their products at 50% off. So if you have questions about that, please let me know. You can also be a tribe leader where you help out your consultant. Your consultant can put you either in person or virtually with some girlfriends as you pamper, inspire yourself, throw in some wine if you want. It is such a fun thing every time I do them. And usually, I have done them twice a week for a really long time, and people are always wanting to do them over and over and over again. Sometimes I'll say, you do it this month, I'll do it next month, you do it the month after. So it's something really fun, a lot of girl time, and just to be able to come and get pampered and facialed and have fun with your girls. You can also if you are a tribe leader, you can get free products or discounted products. And if none of those work for you, you can become a client. Every consultant, this is a small business, and so you can support your friend or family member, whoever it may be. You can support them by being a client. We're top 5 global line. We have amazing skincare. We have amazing cosmetics, makeup, and we have tons of pictures to show you results of our products. And so what you get with being a client is you get amazing products, you get to be loved on by your consultant, and you get a customer service like no other. So I appreciate you for watching this video. Don't forget to, and hearing a little bit of my story. If you have any questions, contact myself or contact your consultant. And don't forget to fill out the Google form so you can get entered into all of the drawings. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.